Good evening. My name is Aaron Stocks. Since the day I was born 26 years ago, I have been living with cystic fibrosis. I spent the entire first year of my life living at Children's Hospital, constantly battling infections, digestive issues, and fighting to stay alive. My mother tells me that the doctor said I would not live to see my 5th birthday. Yet I survived. First grade is as far back as I can remember. This is what I call the second chapter of my life. My battle continued, and I distinctly remember this was the time that I started counting down the days that I had left to live. I was in and out of the hospital, still fighting the infections attacking my lungs. I became more and more familiar with the 4 blue wing of Children's Hospital. I tried to make the best of it. I did what any other only child would do. Demand my own room, hide from the nurses when it was time for my medicine, order out every single night with mom and dad's money, and of course hang out at the nurse's station until 2 a.m. You know, something comes to mind, and I got to tell you a quick story just to paint you a little picture. Cystic fibrosis patients have to endure a lot of needles, sometimes 4, 5, 6 times a day. When I was about 8 or 9, I had my blood taken 4 times by 6 p.m. The guy said, "I'll be back at 2 a.m. just to make sure your levels are okay." I said, "You can come back, but I'm not going to be here." They came back. I was gone. I hid in a linen cart for 4 hours. They paged me all over the hospital. Security was everywhere. My parents had to drive 2 hours just to get me to come out. It was a complete mess. Eventually, the pattern came to be 1 month in and 1 month out, frequently seeing the same faces of other CF patients. Each time it came time for me to be admitted, the nurse would call up for my room to be prepared, and I will always remember hearing those 4 words. "Oh no, not him." But I got used to it. Even coming in for checkups and testing, I didn't concentrate on doing well. I didn't care about my PFTs. I cared about looking at the board to see who I'd be hanging out with for the next 2 weeks. Would it be Crystal, John, Lauren, Silvio? This place had become my second home. In middle school, my health gets a bit better, but that clock in my head is still ticking. This is the part I remember that some children, even my closest friends, start to get a little curious. "Why do you have CF? Does it hurt? I heard you were going to die." I began to rebel against everything because what was the point in fighting something that I couldn't control, something that was inevitable? I wasn't going to graduate high school. College was completely out of the question. Most kids started to think about what they wanted to be when they wanted to grow up. Not me. This is the point in my life when the fear had really set in. The beginning of high school was when it started getting the best of me. I felt helpless. There was nothing I could do to fix this. I started to feel sorry for myself. Why? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? Something so simple as breathing was taken from me before I could even experience it. Something so simple as eating is painful. And then, my friends started to pass away, including my best friend, Crystal. The only people that were like me, that knew what I was going through. 6 incredible individuals that I had grown up with were now gone. My time was getting shorter and shorter, and the fear had completely taken over. Somehow, some way, I did graduate high school, and I did graduate from college. And I did get the opportunity to start an amazing career with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. thanks to one man. Four years have gone by with the foundation. I've had the opportunity to meet some extraordinary people, create and continue relationships with friends old and new, get serious about my plans for the future, my career, buying a home, and of course, meeting the girl of my dreams. Up until about 2 years ago, I was stuck with one question. How? How is all of this happening? How am I standing here at this moment? Is it because of my parents? Absolutely. Is it because of the CF Foundation? Without question, yes. But most of all, it's because of people like you. I stand before you today and I can say with confidence that I have never felt better in my entire life. I realize now there is no countdown. Because of the medicine and the science that has progressed, we do have a future, and we can live normal lives. Because of you, it's not just hopes and dreams anymore. It's creating reality. Because of you, there's no more fear. Because of you, I'm excited for the future. And because of you, I get to do what comes next. Brady, since the day we decided to be together, you made it very clear that we were in this fight together. You were the most compassionate, selfless, and caring person I have ever met. You're beautiful inside and out. You don't make me the man that I've always wanted to be. You make me the man that I deserve to be. You are the reason that I fight. And every single breath that I take is for you. I love you more than anything. Will you marry me?
I love you so much.
I love you.